Hi, I'm Andrea Hutson, and I am the owner, CEO of Agile Analytics. We're located in Austin, Texas. We're a research and evaluation firm. So we work mostly with nonprofits in the area, and we also work nationally, but a lot of our clients are right here in Austin and Central Texas. And we help them make their programs better through using research. So it's a very applied research type of position. And we also evaluate programs for a lot of times for grants to see if they're effective. I'd like to talk about a job I had during graduate school. It was right at the end though. And it was a job that I think there was literally a flyer that was on like the break room wall that said they were hiring some research assistants for a project with this company, ICF International, who they were conducting a national evaluation, and one of the sites was Austin. And it paid $25 an hour, and I thought that was a crazy amount of money, and I needed money, so that's why I did it. And I was just assigned to go around to schools and collect consent forms and collect survey data. And that was the job as it was written. However, I was working with this nonprofit in Austin. They're in a lot of Austin schools. And the project was not going that well. And the reason it wasn't going that well is because it was a randomized control trial. And the program managers and the people who were working with the students said, we don't like that this is a randomized trial because we're not able to give services to all the people that we want to give services to. And they were just kind of frustrated with the whole process. And so my boss at the time ended up saying, you know what? We need to build relationships with these guys. So you do anything they ask you to do. Just go in there and do whatever they say, and you'll still get paid for it. Which I was thinking, oh, this is the best thing ever. So I went in, and I would make copies. I would go and observe groups. I would enter data. I really just did whatever they needed me to do. And I got to know these people that worked for this nonprofit really well. And I got to see kind of an interview of what they were working on, some of the issues that they were dealing with. And I was so impressed by them. I just thought, wow, these are people who are doing a job that they love. They are making a huge difference in the world. And I was just in awe of them. And I thought, I could never do this job, or maybe I could do it, but I would never be as effective as they were. They were just amazing at working with students and then handling all of these other pieces. But I thought I would love to be in this sphere and work to help people using some of the skills that I have. And so it really did inspire me then to continue on and work with nonprofits and do it from a lens of evaluation. I thought about a project that I was working on with somebody from UT, so I thought that would be a good one. It's at the Dana Center, and it's this wonderful program called Literacy First, and they work with students who are in kindergarten, first and second grade, who come to school and are either unable to read or are really far behind. And they pair them up with AmeriCorps members. And AmeriCorps is a program that people can sign up for 1 or 2 years. And it's been described to me as like the Peace Corps, but within America. And so this program takes these people who are largely untrained, they're just kind of interested in this area, but they don't have teaching experience. And they teach them how to be great tutors, and they pair one-to-one with students, and they work for at least a year, and some of them come back, but they work with the students for maybe 6 months or so. And so I had seen some of their other work from the past that showed that their program was really effective in raising scores on some of the local evaluation measures that schools give for reading. So it was working for reading. We could tell that in the short term, but they wanted to know long term, does this work? So if we served a student back in first grade, are they still doing a little bit better than students who didn't have the program now that they're in third grade? So those long-term effects, those can sometimes be hard to see in educational research because there's a lot going on, right? I mean, the school day is 6 or 7 hours long, and there's a lot of different competing programs, and obviously we have different competing things. Like right now we have the pandemic, so there's always different influences. So seeing really long-term effects in educational research is sometimes kind of rare. But we did find that students who had participated in this program in first grade had higher state assessment scores, so the STAR, in third grade. And that was incredibly exciting, I think, for everybody. And now what we're going back and doing is looking at the AmeriCorps members themselves. And we have found just anecdotally that principals say that teachers now who are trained through this program seem to be better teachers. Like they seem to come in and they're excited about teaching to students that come from economically disadvantaged backgrounds. They're not afraid of students who maybe might have some reading challenges or other challenges because they're used to working with them. And so we're going in and seeing what effects that the program has had on the AmeriCorps members themselves. So it's been really fun to kind of watch it go full circle. In 2008, we were experiencing a downturn that we really hadn't seen, at least in the time that I had been an adult. Everything had been going great, and then all of a sudden there was a huge crash. And so probably in other times there might have been job fairs to go to, but there really just wasn't anything like that. So I would say that what I tried to do was get creative, and I searched for a job that seemed like it would give me the skills that I could then use to go on to the next job. And so I would recommend just broadening your search a little bit to maybe some things that you wouldn't have considered before. And then, if you end up getting a job that doesn't feel like it's a great fit, it doesn't feel like it's your passion, you can always work on something that you are interested in, even maybe in your spare time, maybe like 5 hours a week. There are, in the area that I'm in, there are statistical competitions that are always going on that you can do just straight from your computer. If I saw somebody that would come in with an experience like that, where they said, yeah, I'm working 40 hours a week at Starbucks. That's the only job I've been able to find, but I got this advanced degree and I am determined to get back into this field. And so I have been doing all of this extra work, and here's an example of what I've been doing. I would find that really impressive because it's showing dedication. It's showing that you're able to persist even when things are hard, but that you're also always learning. So I would just recommend just keep trying to fill up your toolbox with new tools and keep trying to learn and get new experiences.